Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the new-look Jets ready to go on offense, and it is the veteran Aaron Rodgers at quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Garoppolo's throw into the hands of Hooper. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here is 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Trey Tucker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game but I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side, Wilson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. For the numbers in last week's ball game for Wilson. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw right there they want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Jets at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
You look at this Raiders defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw going into the hands of Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset. And I'm guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
He'll buy some time right. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, rules on the field stand.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Hall not going to bring this one out. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he gets it up past the 35.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're headed to chains now.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
You talk about this Jets defense.
It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the...
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Seven, our score after 1. The Jets with the football here to start the 2nd quarter. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
3 and 5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5 and 5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3 and 6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
39 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
You know I'm old school, so I always want a hammer in my backfield. But in short yardage situations, 3rd down pickups, I got to have him. And he picked it up for him right there.
Stevenson. is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. So nothing doing there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They go with Jacobs. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now it's Rodgers.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Going right back to Wilson.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. So we've
halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
The Raider offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Robinson.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Second down and 3.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
That solid gainer will put them on the doorstep of the end zone. More importantly, it gives them a fresh set of downs. Nice work right there.
Here's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Mostert will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Open man is Tucker.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets him a 3-and-out, 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying, we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
An assortment of sacks in this game. This one the product of a good jump and terrific effort. Moves quickly off the snap of the ball. Doesn't let up until he's in the backfield and impacting the quarterback.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg, rolling to his right.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Throw right side, complete to Williams. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Raheem Mostert
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
And Hall not going to bring this one out. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Now a throw here to his running back, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there for the offense. They're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25. The Raiders now set to get the football back. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Garoppolo to try again on second down.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Garoppolo again.
The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves.
but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd and 10.
Now Garoppolo. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year.
And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Jets have got it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Rodgers looking to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining.
3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground. This time Mostert taken down at the 30. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This is caught by Williams. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home, so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills.
today. From Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
We are about 15 miles south of downtown Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Buffalo Bills.
Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And going back through the tape, I thought they looked pretty good last week. It was a solid win, a comprehensive win.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
Leading them out, the last active player remaining from the 05 draft, and a name that dominates headlines year-round, Aaron Rodgers.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now a handoff, Stevenson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
You look at this Buffalo defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one.
We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the numbers for Mostert a week ago,
pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. It's caught on the right side, Williams. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, these 2 teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On the handoff, Stevenson.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Ramondre Stevenson. His 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told.
And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. We see the Bills offense take the field here at quarterback, Josh Allen.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play.
Previous play is under review.
Here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Raheem Mostert,
his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Keeps himself upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
So 8 yards on the completion there. 3rd and 7 now.
So, Charles, a tough task for this defense, facing the league's leading passer to this point in the season. Certainly a front runner and MVP consideration right now. What can they do to slow him down?
Well, there's so many different ways that they can go, and I'll guarantee you that defensive step.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Charles, it is pretty rare that we see a team build this kind of lead in the opening quarter. And, man, they seem to be clicking on all three phases right there. The defense doing its part with a pick six.
And it's absolutely been the definition of a start that you would pick for yourself and for your team, right? And I have a feeling that they just want to stay in this zone. What's truly incredible about this start is they can add on a couple more scores. This one could legitimately be over in the second quarter.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Cook out of the backfield. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were winners last week defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now it's Stevenson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gain 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Now Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 17-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Cook. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Back at the 5-yard line now. Second and goal. To the air. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Rondale Moore, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Rodgers now on first down. It's Williams on the catch. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing is Rodgers.
This one deep for Wilson.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Garrett Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
So past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting there fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
Cook following the penalty. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Allen's throw is complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there. Couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Allen.
A throw left sideline, falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
In motion left is Davis.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Now this offense and Garrett Wilson headed back out.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
To throw is Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old, they can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Now 2nd and 3.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
There was Will McDonald bursting in there and making that play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Quentin Williams
Phillips picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Stevenson.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Rodgers going to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up. Backing up, eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Allen and the Bills now down by 2 touchdowns, just over 2 minutes to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Now Allen. He gets this complete to Diggs. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long. Throwing. Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Here's 2nd down. To throw is Allen. That's complete. It's Cook.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Here's Allen. Finding more on the out route for the completion. This is 1st and 10.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Allen.
And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 1st down.
Who got 17? Who got 17? I got shoot this side.
Now Allen.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Throwing is Allen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point here is good, but the late touchdown can only draw the score a bit closer as this game is over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets, it's a